Alright, here we go. This actually could be the last video. It depends on how well this goes. But we might be able to burn through the rest of it. So I think I was a little bit hasteful in the other one. I didn't show this again. So let me just comb through this really quick. So again, we went over in the first video, methodology 1, 2, wiring it up, and then kind of like 15, right? And then we did, in the next video, we did 3, 4, 5, which we did in this order, 4, 5, 3. We did another video, 6 and 7. We did yet another video, which was 8 and 9. And 8 and 9 is kind of, for me, it's the most lengthy part. And that's video 4. So this video, I have only these two yellow. Actually, I think I'm going to consider these next 3 after that. So static routing, OSPF, and EIGRP, all as yellow. I think we can burn through all of those. So let's see what we can do. Okay, nothing here is special or new, right? We're just going to keep pressing. So the next thing we do, so remember we did 9 previously, hot standby. So now we're going to do routed port. So we're going to come in here and just type routed port. And this is like setting up, dedicate setting up some routed ports, right? So we have to go here and say what are the routed ports, right? This is providing connectivity to your pod's additional router. Configure to the enterprise network, right? So enterprise network is the cloud or up. It also says this, right? Router point, oh, not point to point, it's just this. And it says the port, or the IP that you put, I guess, for X, right here, is the port on this cloud. So supposedly this port is 1, this one is 2. So this will be 1, this will be 2. Okay, so here on routed port, again, this is just a 3560. We do no switch port, which tells it you are now a routed port. We give it a description. This description for this one is enterprise, right? I believe it says that. Enterprise connection description, enterprise. I think that's what is telling us that is what you put, right? The IP is this IP here on the sheet, 120.233.233 dot. You got to interpret that X, right? So dot 1, because this is, I'm doing F1. And then he has a mask, right? A subnet mask. So 255 is 20/24, so that's 25, so it'll be 128. And then this should be the setup for the first one. It does also say this though, right? Configure the routers point to point, right? So not only do you do, so basically we're configuring the routed ports or the dash lines, right? So there's a dash line from this layer 3 switch to the cloud, and there's a dash line from layer 3 switch to layer 3 switch. So this is the cloud, it's called enterprise. Then you have the peer-to-peer, which again it says, label it that right here, right? Peer-to-peer, and you use his IP address, which is down here. Peer-to-peer. Ignore that. That's funny. 164.41.255.8, and then it's a /30. So that's 4 down, so 252. I think that's right. Okay. Oh, and then so he is F1 is what we're doing. He's first host, right? So this is the subnet ID, so this is the first host. Yoink. And so bomb this guy in there. Joink. Now that. And the second, so this is the F2, so he's port 2, and the second host would be 10. Right? Assuming everything else is right. So again, /30 should be that, which I thought I had that still, /30, 252. Oh! 252? Wait. Oh, yeah. I can add and subtract, I promise. And then the other one's a /25. Let's just double check it. Should be 128. Yep. Okay. Gravy. So then drop this guy in, the F1. Whoa, I typed totally the wrong thing. Well, that, oh, again, this is in a config IF, right? So we have to config that particular port, right? Int raw file. This is the 24 port. This is the 11 port, right? 24 is enterprise, 11 is switch. Oh, should do the whole thing. Hello. Do what I tell you. Okay, I don't have enough. Oh, switch. TCH. Telling you, I suck at this. Can't do swifts. No swithing here. Aha! Did I get it finally? No. Okay, hold on. I can't tell what's going on here. IP address, input, invalid input detected at marker. Oh. Too many S's, y'all. Don't know what that is. Oh, thank you. So now I know this code is right. And I should have fixed all these. This is first host. This is second host. So that should be good. Wow. Oh, gosh dang it. I didn't add the IP stuff. Or the intra-file stuff. It is still challenging. Okay. I think it took. I think it's there. So I'm going to consider that. Notice I still haven't checked. I'm going to consider that done. So routed port, we did what? We did enterprise. We did point-to-point. That's it. We could show all this other stuff, and we probably should. But I don't want to get on a huge tangent if it's wrong quite yet. Show stand ver. This is also what you have to do at the end, because a particular algorithm doesn't check it all the way, so it's just what you have to do. So P's should be on 150s. Correct. The way this is set up is you would have 2s and 1s, and then 3s and 3s, basically. Some of them won't be exactly that because it's like a bigger number, right? Like it's a 128 or something, like this guy. But third host. So it looks right, actually. Looks right. So let's keep pressing. Let's assume that's right. So that, I think, is exercise 10. That is. So exercise 11. Oh, the dreaded ACL. Okay. So that is done by these boxes. So there's a standard and an extended. They are the same. So I just go IP access standard. You got to use the number that it gives. So in this one, it gives a 1. Permit. Whoa. That's the methodology there, right? For us, it's saying allow instructor, right? So if you go, that's him, right? 233.19, right? So we're gonna allow the instructor. Wow, I can promise I can. Whoa. Go away. What am I doing? Instructor. Except I want to be sure so for this setup, and you can even check if you don't know. Might be good to show. IP access. I'm going to make a wrong one. Maybe, well, I'll make this one. And then I'm going to say permit, and I'm going to say, well, I'm going to say question mark. So see, you can put a single host address. Question mark will give you the available options, right? So really, to permit a single, you do host. So permit host the IP of the sort of individual. So that statement should cover permit, or I mean allow instructor access, right? And then allow management network access. So that's going to be the IP with the wildcard mask, because it's like a range. So the network, management network is here. And then the wildcard mask for /29. So /29 is 248. So 248. So it should be 0007. This is what? 29. 7. Yep. Okay. So that should do it, right? So that should do the standard list, and then you apply it. So then you have to apply it to all your lines, the number, and you apply it to the input. So we are using 1 here in access, 1 in, and it's the same number as standard, right? And now I'm going to do the extended. The number in the sheets is 130. And then this one, we deny SNMP, which that's another sheet that I don't have, but it should be fine. So if I recall, let's see, SNMP, I don't remember what kind of traffic that is. Let's assume it's TCP. Any equals, shoot, I don't even know the port. Is it 161? Okay, I'm winging it here, folks. We might have to do some Googling. Okay, so then what else? You permit ping. So that's hold on a sec. I might be lucky. So permit ping was an ICMP. And again, the sheet would show a lot of this. Permit OSPF, and then EIGRP. Again, I'm just looking at that top right box. So it says ping, which is this one. It's OSPF, which is this one. It's EIGRP, which is this one. And then permit instructor remote access. So that is permit TCP host. So the instructor is 1, that, right? And then remote access, so it's kind of implying that they can remote in, like do a remote administrative stuff. So that's like Telnet or SSH. So we did this and this. That's Telnet and SSH. So I believe that is correct. Let's see. access 130. We permitted everything. We need to exit out of it when we're done. And then you apply it to the enterprise network, right? Let me make sure. Let me think about this for a second. Apply. I can't remember. I think we're okay. Let's just leave it like that for a second. Just put a tack in it, because I don't recall, to be honest, if I applied that like that or not. Actually, I think I did. Yeah, you do. You do. You do. So let's do int arapa. What's our enterprise? 24. And then IP access the number, which was, what's the number? 130. And on the input, that's it. Yeah, of course you do, because standard gets applied to the V2Ys. The extended gets closer to the sort of distributed layers, policy layers. So you apply it toward the internet, if you will, toward the enterprise. So that's right. IP access 130 in Intrapa 24. And then let's apply them. Keep our fingers crossed. Whoa. Okay. Okay, here they are. So this is the sacrificial one. If this doesn't work, it's kind of a pain because it will create pieces or not, and then you have to go in and hit no on them. So let's see. Holy manolis, did it work? It basically took. So before I apply it to the other one, show access. So this is show access. In fact, here, let me show it again. Show ACC tab access lists, right, is the command. And so standard, it's doing these two things, which if you go up here, standard, it's allowing the instructor access, which is what we wanted. It's allowing the management network with a wildcard mask instead of its subnet. And then they extended 130, there it is. And what do we do first? We deny SNMP, we allow ICMP, OSPF, EIGRP, and then we give the instructor specific ability to remote in, so he can SSH and he can telnet. Yeah, looks right. Woo! So let's do it again. Oh, you could even, you could even check it. Let's do a check and just see. So this is, where did it go? Right here. So the one I want to know is this one. I'm not really concerned about the number or the time, obviously. F1 3560, so I'm going to collapse this. F1 3560, I want to know, see, 130 is wrong, but 1 is correct. So I think, oh man, I don't know why it's wrong per se. Oh, maybe this is UDP. Again, I need that sheet. I sadly don't think I've committed that to memory. But, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this with what I think is the correction. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to paste it on the second one. I'm going to rerun it. So then I'm going to close this. I'm going to rerun the check results. And I'm going to go to the other one. Oh! Okay, kind of got lucky there, or whatever. So it was that. So we have to change the, recall in this one, we dropped a list that says TCP, kind of inferring that the SNMP is TCP. It's apparently UDP, and actually that makes more sense when I think about it. So SNMP is a UDP packet or data method protocol. So here I have to go, so in order to negate what we've done, you have to take this list and do a no in front of everything. And actually, I think you have to know the original line. So I'm going to put TCP back. So this is the original table, right? And I'm going to drop it in here, yoink. And then I'm going to show and see it's gone. So now I have IP access list 130. And I'm going to get rid of the nodes. And put it back to UDP. Whoa. I don't know what protocol that is. And then okay. Whew. And then I'm gonna close this guy and run it one more time. Haha! Success. So it's kind of a pain, but you can do it. I promise. So there we go. So these are right. We did an ACL. What's our time at? I know we're in a while. So I'm going to cut it. We're going to cut it. We're going to do one more video after this. So we just did the access control list and the routed ports. Okay, we'll cut this and we'll wrap it up with one more video.